I'm gonna rip some packs around the house. I just need a mission for submission tricks that I can learn how and then train for a couple of days. Until I have all the clips that I need. IGOW is a whoopaholic's paintbrush. IGOW is a whoopaholic's toothbrush. I need to go acro now. I wanna be that quadcopter up in the sky now. And I'm gonna risk my whoop, 'cause I've got another whoop. And I can't possibly fly two whoops, at least simultaneously.
Orbit's too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off of you. You'd be like IGOW to touch. I wanna hold you so much. Orbit you baby, and if it's quite alright, IGOW you baby. To warm the lonely nights, I love you baby. Trust in me when I say, oh pretty baby, don't break me down I pray, oh pretty baby. Now that I've found you, stay and let me orbit you, babe, let me love you.
Do you wanna do an orbit? Upside down around the ball. It can be anywhere, at any height we'll find we're really tall. We used to be best buddies, and now we're not. I wish I could make you split. Does it have to be an orbit? Yes, it has to be an orbit. Okay, I'll try. Do you wanna do an orbit? Upside down around the peak. I think this trick is overdue. I started scrolling through the Reddit for the week. It gets a little lonely on these packs, just watching my whoopers down. I think I got an orbit. I think I got an orbit. Okay, let's fly. Okay, let's fly.
Flying sharks and flying sharks on the flying sharks. Or flying sharks to get it. Flying sharks? Flying sharks and
Flying sharks. Flying sharks. You know, flying sharks. Flying sharks.
The Titani hoop. The male hoop or brazen must perform a dance and press the female hoop. Called Skittles. Brazen practices his dance to be sure it is absolutely perfect. He builds a pouch to lure the female in. Once she's touched upon this apparatus, he is ready to start the show. The dance is so complex, the eye can hardly follow. Two of these, one of those, before you know it, his dance is over. Skittles is aroused. Hubba hubba. Skittles is captivated by the mediocre performance. She exposes her buttery port for insertion. Grayson extends his BT2.000 connector. Hubba hubba hoo choo wee wee wagga wugga. With his task complete, the little brazen tunny hoop flies away to prepare for next week's adventure.
Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop, and I forgot my keys, forgot my keys, forgot my keys. Going out to fly my whoop, flying through a loop, fly backwards for infinity loops. Going out to fly my whoop, and I forgot my keys, forgot my keys, forgot my keys.
let's meow this. This is a rap about Ilman and Gray, the two cool cats bringing IGOW. Hey, what is IGOW? I'll give you a lesson in juicy pussy tricks and whoops. Now here's my session. Started off one day with a dope man. His name was Dan. Had a plan. A man with a plan and a competition, but his spelling, it caused a petition. IGOW. What the hell is that? The W makes no sense. Are you a prat? The W is supposed to mean whoop. With these IGOW rule changes, it's gone to poop. IGOW. Now the cats are here, coming in clutch to remove fears about Dan's ABC. So let's get down to...
Hey.
What?
Feed me lipos. Hey.
Sitting all alone on your crackback, hoping for some cash, but they're burning off the fleshlight. They still all weak, lacking talent, but you get the parents so proud how you manage to date. Everybody lonely in this goddamn city. Goddamn city got me pity all the pretty. I'm getting high in a room full of hippies. Goddamn hippies. We got no room. Only Gemini, right? You're a bunch of fools. That's what your mom's trying to say. We fly with you while you rub your turtlenecks. Is what we do. Win and you lose. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. I'm a Gemini. I'm a Gemini. With my Gemini rights. Bring up the
You can split my ass anytime.
You're the best. Orca goggles.
What was that? Oh my... No shot, dude.
What's up, everybody? We're here back with another IGOW stream. It's round 2 of the playoffs. And for the last 2 weeks, our top 8 pilots have been battling, trying to do each other's challenges. Well, some of them have been. And today we got the results for round 2. We'll see how everybody did and who the pilots are that are advancing to the next round. So we have our final 8 pilots: RCKY, Shaunie D, Bance, Dan, Karpy, Mo, Akira, Aviation, and Tyrant. And we have them broken up into these groups. The HD0 group was drafted by Aviation. That was Akira, Bance, Dan, Karpy. And then the Orca group was Tyrant, Mo, RCKY, and Shaunie D. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? We've got Aviation here, Kiz is here, Tyrant, Jal, Asbestos Fibers, and OGRE. Booger, what's up, everybody? See the results here. I've already watched all the videos. None of them were that close. There was a lot of the, like, Akira's challenge and Tyrant's challenge. You kind of had to watch back a few times and check on the timing, but all the other ones were pretty straightforward. So we're just going to watch the full videos, and then we'll just kind of grade them out, filling in the chart here, but I already have it officially graded, and we'll see who the final 4 are. And then I'll roughly go over the final 4 right now, but we'll do that more in the next stream when we choose the challenges, and I'll talk to the finalists about it. Anyway, let's take a look at the videos. So we're just going to start with the HD0 group, and we'll kind of go. We'll start with Dan Karpy. So in IGOW2, Dan Karpy made a really hard challenge, and it was too hard for him to complete himself. And we created the term Karpying yourself when you create a challenge that's too hard for you to do yourself. And Karpy didn't hold back, especially now that the challenges or that making a hard challenge isn't as detrimental as it used to be. Let me just bring up the actual thing here. Okay. HD0 group. Karpy's trick. So you had to have a TGS gate next to a cube gate. It's very similar to Akira's first setup. And then you had to do this big list of tricks and do it all through the cube, and the cube and the TGS. So let's just watch Karpy's submission. What's up, Mike? So Karpy, this is a ridiculous combo. Power loop, power flip, Rubik's Cube. Then you do Maverick flip, and then that's a really cool trick there. That was a new one, actually. I want to highlight this. It's like a eject roll, but like kind of going forward. You like eject roll out and then come back through. It's pretty cool. And then to another like 180 that you had to do kind of a sideways power loop and then spin backwards down ladder, flying backwards ladder, and then another power loop to power switch, and that was his one mess up right there. He missed it. He bumped the gate on the way back on his first power skelter, which is like a power switch with a Matty flip, a 360 yaw in it. So tiny little bump there. Then he had a Matty flip, and then a Matty flip with an extra flip in it. Oh no, it's 2 Matty flips, then a Matty flip with an extra flip. And then finish landing on yourself. So almost got it. Really close. Good attempt by Karpy. One little bump on his signature move there, the Power Skelter. He says it right here. I Karpy'd myself. This attempt was from Wednesday of the first week. I won't go into details, but I suffered through major burnout these last 2 weeks, along with personal life getting in the way. Currently don't have fully working build. All of them have problems one way or another, which makes flying difficult. The thing is, I can do my challenge. I know I can. I just couldn't make it happen. The more times I tried, the worse it become. I would reset my mind from night before with a positive attitude, but the same thing would happen session after session. It's been a mental battle. I just put in so much time and effort. I wanted to make the top 4, but it just wasn't meant to be. Didn't even attempt the other challenges. I had 0 time. Even bought the same wheel as Bance for his challenge. Amazon return pending. All in all, not a very good ending for me, but a huge release of stress that it is well needed. Well, good attempt, Karpy. Your challenge was super hard. You didn't complete it, but there's more. IGOW is constantly pushing the boundaries of what can be done with a Whoop, and it's always amazing to see new pilots that progress so quickly. Also, the pilots that come back are even better than last time. You have to watch the previous seasons. Big thanks to Skittles for all the time and dedication it takes to run this competition, and also can't forget Callisto. He played a huge part in making this season so big. Thank him too. Thank you to all the sponsors, big and small, everyone involved. Shout out to all fellow IGOWers. Shout out to Newbie Drone. Dan, also a fellow Newbie Drone pilot. So, good attempt by Dan there. Couldn't quite get his combo. Shouting out his other Newbie Drone team pilot there. And as you see, he didn't have any other attempts. So his is going to be easy to fill out here. We got Dan Karpy, his own challenge. He didn't get any, and he didn't try the other 3. So no points for Dan so far. He could still pick up some points if other people fail his challenge. All right, next up, we've got Bance. So Bance had one of the more unique challenges. It involved like rolling a... I'll bring it up here. So you needed a 12-inch circular gate that you could like roll, and you had to like push it and have it start rolling, and then you had to do these different combos through the gate while it was rolling, and then come back and land on yourself. You had to do each one in under 10 seconds. So it's pretty tricky, but Bance got a couple of them. There was 4 or 5 different combos, and I think he gets 2 or 3 maybe. So he says, this month will close out my 10th month of FPV and 6th month of flying whoops. Some people progress so fast. That's crazy. Okay, IGOW has been my favorite FPV experience since starting this hobby. I've met some amazing people, improved so much as a pilot week to week. Before IGOW, I had never done a Matty flip or a turkey spin. Huge thank you, Skittles. Here's the challenges. So your time starts when you push the wheel, and you had to do 3 power loops, and then come back and land on yourself in less than 10 seconds. So that was one. He got that part. There is also an extra requirement about having to see the gate roll across the 8-foot line. So the end of the carpet here is the 8-foot line, so you have to so the gate has to be in view as it rolls across that line. So you can see it just was there as it went through. Anyway, it was a pretty complicated challenge. Definitely unique and interesting. So you got the power loop one. It's sort of close on the Matty one. I think there was a little tap there, and it was a little slow. Still pretty cool. And then there's jump rope, where you had two jump ropes facing the direction the wheel was rolling, He almost gets it there again, a little bit slow. And then you had to do opposite the direction the wheel was rolling. It looks like, oh, so close on that one. The half Maddies, that one was a little ambitious right there. I didn't even see anyone try that. Alright, we'll go over Akira's challenges when Akira comes up next. So you just watch it here. But this is actually a pass for this part of Akira's challenge. So, good job, Vance. You got one of the parts. I think actually two of the parts. It's a lot of loops. So I guess we might as well talk about it while it's here. So you had to do 40 total loops, and the 27th one had to be a power flip instead of a power loop. And then the second one was 12 Maddies in less than 15 seconds. And actually that one was somewhat doable. I think almost everyone did that one. And then the last one was 40 self-Maddie flips in less than a minute and 47 seconds. So Vance got the loops part and he got the Maddies part, but he couldn't do the self-Maddies. He crashes after 25. Thanks for speeding it up, Vance. Alright, and then we'll go over aviations when we get to it too.
Closing time. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end.
That's the attempt at the second part of aviation there, and then didn't get to attempt Karpys. Oh, I didn't watch all the videos. I only watched the attempts.
Who the hell are you? Bance is who he is.
What was that? Nice job, Bance. Alright, so Bance... Oops. Bance didn't pass his own. Got a couple elements of it. Didn't try Karpy's. Didn't quite get Akira's. Got 2/3 of Akira's. But not the third part. And then couldn't quite get Aviation's. So, also no points for Bance currently. Alright, so tough challenges in this group. Next up we had Akira. Sticking on the tough challenges idea, we have Akira's. Akira had 3 separate parts. They all had timers. The first part you had to do a self-Maddie speed run where you had to do 40 self-Maddie flips in 107 seconds, or a minute 47, and they all had to have constant loop motion. Alright, that's one part, one clip. The second part was the power loop speed run. You had to do 39 power loops plus 1 back power flip in 60 seconds. Exactly. You couldn't do more or less. And the 27th trick had to be the power flip. So you had to do 26 power loops, then a back power flip, then another 12 to get to 40, and then fly away cleanly. And then the last one was the Maddie Flip Madness, where you had to do 12 Maddies in 15 seconds. And he didn't have the keep the gate in view part, which I noticed and I thought was interesting. Anyway, let's check out Akira's video. We're gonna not watch all of it because it's super long, and he has multiple attempts of the same challenges. So, but he will show you here.
I've tried to reach you, but you close your mind. So much to say, the words are hard.
Alright, he does 2 of the power loop speed runs, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. This one needs to be a power flip. It was 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40 fly away. We had to do that in under 60 seconds, so we got it in 59:12. And then the deuces, boom. So great job by Akira there, and then he has a whole other attempt here where he gets it again. So we're just gonna get over that one really quickly. Alright, Maddie flips, 12 in less than 15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, just about 14 and a half seconds. Nice job. Akira. Dance also able to do that one. And self Maddies. There's 40 of these. I think we can watch this in 1.5 speed. 2 speed. Gets in a rhythm for a little while where you really like going for it. So he did the 40 there, and then I think he maybe just went for another run because he wasn't sure. But then he has the deuces at the end, so that's why he left that in. Alright, the Karpy challenge. I think Akira gets closest out of anyone. Aviation is a pretty good attempt at it too. Well, Karpy got the closest because he did the whole thing with one bump, but Akira has a bunch of the elements. Rubik's. This move is sweet. Everyone that could do this move looks awesome. Do a power loop, Manny roll thing, sideways loop. Oh no, Maddie flip thing? No, sideways loop. Backwards leap, ladder. Was there a little bump there, I think? I'm not sure. Doesn't matter, he doesn't get all the way through it. to like incorporate that move. Alright, so didn't quite get Karpy's there. No one really else could do the power sculptor except for Karpy. It seemed like Aviation kind of does it. But and then Akira has some pretty good attempts at Bance here. I think he definitely gets the power loop one. Got it. That one was under 10. There's a couple attempts. That one was perfect there. That was a really clean jump rope. I think that one was good. I think he got the forward jump rope. Did it twice even. Not the cleanest jump ropes, but jump rope backwards. Does he get this one too? Yeah, I think he does. Yeah. Nice. So he got 3/5 of it. Akira did. He doesn't do the Maddies, and no one even really tried the half Maddies that I saw. Nice. So I definitely like Bance's idea. It was definitely unique. A little bit. I think if you maybe took out the half Maddies, it would have been doable. Then everyone would have done at least one element of it. Alright. So, Akira passed his own, or he didn't try Aviations. He said there right at the end. He didn't have time for it. He passed his own. Couldn't quite get Bance, got some elements, not all of it. Same with the Karpys. He tried it, some of it, but didn't get all of it. So, and our final pilot of the group is Aviation. He was the captain. He chose this group. So let's see if it worked off-road. This video is called Procrastination Does Not Pay Off. So first up is his Akira challenge. So 1, 2, 3. And just like Aviation, he like basically does the trick, but just can't quite follow the directions properly. 13, 14, 15, 16. He's got the counter there. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Super nice clean loops. 4, 25, 26. This should be the power flip, but it wasn't. He does it on the 28th. One off. One off, Aviation. Lucky you didn't do the whole thing. But it did make a difference. You did it on the 28th trick instead of on the 27th. Also gets the Maddie flips though. Nice. Low 14s there. So then, Aviation's own challenge. So he almost got the loops part of Akira's, but did it on the wrong one. I don't think he tried the self Maddies. I didn't see that at least. So he didn't get that one. But his own challenge was a pretty good one. Wasn't super long, but still hard. So 2 parts. first you had the triple gate stack, and you had to do a trippy ladder, so an inverted orbit ladder going up and then down, the same as week 16. So you trippy up 3 times, and then you trippy down twice, the opposite side of the TGS in the opposite trippy direction. And then after you do that, then you have to switch to a regular Jacob's ladder up and then switch down the opposite direction. And you had to do all that in 13 seconds or less. And then the second part of the requirement was a selfie combo. You had to do a power loop, sort of self power loop, self Barani directly into a self trippy, and then after you do at least one self trippy one direction, you have to switch directions through your legs, and then do a trippy the opposite direction, and then land on your radio. So pretty sweet combo. And here's him pulling off his own combo. So trippy ladder up, 1, 2, 3, switch directions, down, 1, 2, and then regular ladder, 1, 2, 3 up, and then 1, 2, 3 down. About 12 seconds. Yeah, right? His trippy ladder is super clean. And then this combo is super clean too. Nice Barani straight into the inverted orbit, leg switch. Land. So let's watch that one more time. His trippy ladder is just so clean. Super tight to the pole, you call it, on the switch. Woo. 1, 2, 3 up, 1, 2, 3 down. Super clean. And the selfie combo. So clean. And he called perfect loop motion, and he does have perfect loop motion. Super clean. Alright, so then Karpy attempt. So power loop, power flip, Rubik's, power flip, that eject roll thing, power loop, Vandy roll thing, sideways loop, backward just ladder, power skelter, I think. Yep, it's one of them. I think he crashes on the second power skelter. So, and then didn't try the Bance one. So passed his own challenge. Didn't pass Akira's, didn't pass Bance's, and didn't pass Karpy's. So, only people passing any challenges in this group was Aviation passing his own and Akira passing his own. So everyone else failed Aviation, so he gets an extra 10 for passing his own, and same with Akira, since everyone else failed his. And everyone failed Bance's, so Bance gets 2 points. And everyone fails Karpy, so he also gets 2 points. And if we're going to break ties here, Akira actually is going to beat Aviation because no one else passed a challenge, but Akira got more of Bance. He got 3/5 of Bance, and they got pretty close to similar amounts of Karpys. And Akira didn't even try Aviation's, and Aviation got like part of Akira's. But overall, Akira did a little bit more. So if we're breaking ties, Akira technically won that group. Aviation also moved on. And then Bance got his own, plus he got parts of Akira's. And Karpy only almost got his own. So alright. So moving on to the finals, Akira and Aviation. Not surprising. to Akira's second place last year. Aviation, like, what, 5th last year, Aviation? All right, so 220s and 22s in that group. Not a lot of challenge passing in that. There are a lot of hard ones there. No one could do anybody else's. Akira got probably the closest to pulling Bance's off. Bance got pretty close to pulling his off. Karpy basically did his whole thing with one bump. Akira and Aviation got sort of close to Karpy's. No one really got close to... No one could do the Aviation ladder up and down, even with the time, so... Great challenges by everyone, though. All right, now we're going to do the Vi-Fly. Wait, why is it called Vi-Fly? It's Orca. All right. Now the Orca group. All right, so which way is the best way to do? So we're going to show Mo first.
What up, y'all? This is Mo doing a quick vlog that I know y'all love so much because I'm unfortunately not going to be submitting anything this week. I didn't want to leave y'all with nothing after a full season, so that would kind of be weird, right? So this is what you get. Yeah, I started a little bit too late. I started on Friday thinking I can do the challenges in 2 days. I was like, yeah, I can get it done, no problem. Couldn't get it done. We're starting to push through. I did my own. I did our CKYs. I was moving through Shaunie D's. And then there was one where you have to like land in your mouth, disarm in your mouth. I ended up cutting my lip. Started bleeding right away. I went to the bathroom, right? I was just sitting in front of the mirror, compressing it with a piece of toilet paper, and I was just staring at myself. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing, man? What is this shit? I think I was just mentally burnt out. So this is where I'm going to call it. I'm not even going to submit my videos because, in all honesty, if I did make it to top 4, I wouldn't really try because I know that I can't take down the top dogs. I really don't think that I can. So better than not to waste that spot. At least that's how I'm justifying it. But yeah, great pilots all around. They're making it to the top 4. Nothing but respect. It's been a great season. And Dan, thank you very much for IGOW, man. It was a lot of fun. Met a lot of cool people. You know, improved as a pilot. It really did a lot of good things for me. So I'm really grateful you did that. I know you said you didn't want to, but I'm glad you did. Like I'm sure everyone in IGOW is. So thanks again for that. And yeah, good luck to all the top 4 pilots. I'll be rooting for all y'all, and hopefully catch you next season.
All right, so there's Mo's. So Mo's challenge, we'll go over it so we can just, when we're watching the other ones, we can see people who did it. There we go. All right. So Mo had a TGS challenge also with some brawnies and power loops and stuff. So you had to do a brawny, some power loops, and then power switch. And then you do another brawny. And then you did the like Velvix trick called Orbit Outback, which is kind of like a spin around thing through your legs. And then you ended it in a trippy spin. So we'll see some other people attempting it. All right, next up. So Mo didn't get his own. He didn't try anybody else's either. It sounded like maybe he passed it. He passed his own and maybe RCKY's. But I think we'll see the way the points come out. It wouldn't have made a difference. And then he hurt himself on Shaunie D's. And then he quit. Couldn't do it. I think you're supposed to try to disarm before you catch the whoop in your mouth, Mo. I don't know. That's just kind of the way I would assume it. Anyway, next we're going to go over RCKY's challenge. RCKY's was the fastest challenge. So, you have a landing zone. And you have 8 seconds? How long to do it? I forget. 8 seconds. You have to do the whole challenge in 8 seconds. So you take off. Everyone started their time on the first frame that it said armed, just like Tyrant said in his challenge. So that's kind of the way we'll judge it in the future. That's a good way to do it. The first time arm pops up on the screen, that's your double zeros. Then you start the time from there. Anyway, so then you have a single gate, you do a power loop, then you do a power flip, then you do an Immelman, then you do a Rubik's Cube, then you land back in the zone. And your time ends when you contact the ground first. You don't have to stop bouncing around. You just have to contact the ground. So, RCKY says, at least I didn't Karpy myself, LOL. So let's watch RCKY's video. Here's his own challenge. Power loop, power flip, Immelman, Rubik's, and land. Just under 8 seconds. Nice. And then the peace sign for his own challenge. Yep. Good job, RCKY, passing his own challenge. And here's him trying part of Shaunie D's. Oh, that was nice. Mappy roll is going to be hard in there. Oh, he nailed it. Cinnamon roll. Oh, he got the whole first part of the requirement there. So we'll go over Shaunie D's next. Actually, we'll do Shaunie D's last. We'll do Tyrants next. Shaunie D's video is longest. It's most entertaining. Oh, this was sweet. Shaunie D's toilet power loop is so good too. Didn't say you couldn't empty the water out, which is I think what RCKY did there. Smart. Thank you so much for this wonderful season, Dan. Thank you for all the pilots pushing me past my limit. Thank you for all the sponsors giving us amazing prizes, and thank you for watching. Good luck to all the pilots remaining for the playoff finals. Congrats to all the participants. Alright, so he got one element of Shaunie D's, and he passed his own. So, his own. Part of Shaunie D's, but not all of it. Didn't try Moe's, didn't try Tyrants. Alright, next up we've got Tyrant. So Tyrant had a multi-stage trick also. So first it was speed loops, similar to like Akira's challenge in a way. You had to do 13 loops in 14.69 seconds or less. Yeah, similar thing, single gate on the ground, no bumps or ground taps, constantly in motion for all of them. Timer starts on the first frame, and then you finish with the celebration flip. But the celebration flips doesn't have to be in the 14.9 seconds, just all the loops. The time stops on your 13th loop. Right, so that's the speed loop part. The second part was similar to Aviation's. They both had trippy ladders in theirs. So you just had to do a trippy ladder. No bumps or ground taps. Except you had to go through the bottom gate twice just before starting. Then you go up, and then you go down and finish with the celebration flip. And you have to keep the pole that you're orbiting in your point of view at all times. And it can't dip to the side. So just the trippy part and no timer compared to Aviation's. And then the third time is beard style. Kind of a joke requirement, but if I want you to land in your beard, then you adjust the whoop so the camera's facing forward, and then you perform tricks. So we'll see that here in Tyrant's video.
Hey guys, Tyrant here. Welcome to my round 2 Thai Beardathon. It's been a very interesting couple of weeks, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will agree with that. So without further ado, let's get started. First up, we have RCKY. I don't really have much to say about this challenge other than the fact that it was fun and short and sweet. Next up,
there, we did in about 6 seconds.
You know, I actually liked Mo's challenge.
So Barani,
you'll never see me complain about a challenge that has varieties in them. And one thing
Power
that Mo
loop,
definitely
power
did correct
switch.
with these Baranis is by requiring
Matty
you to
flip.
mostly see the floor as you're doing
Matty
the yaw
flip,
spins.
Barani.
I find that mostly keeping the ceiling in your field of view as you do the yaw spin makes the trick significantly easier to do. I find it more challenging and more rewarding if you track the floor. Aside from that, one thing that surprised me was Velvix's trick. It's super cool. I'm definitely going to be adding it to a lot of my freestyle lines in the future, but it was surprisingly a little bit more difficult to hit consistently than I anticipated. Next up, Shaunie D. Once again, I applaud Shaunie D for having some of the most creative challenges in all of IGOW. Unfortunately,
tall car there.
I decided to skip his challenge altogether. There's just way too many hazards for my comfort level, and I just really don't want to break a whoop because it decided it wanted to take a dip in the toilet bowl and realize that it's supposed to fly and that it can't swim. And the last thing I want to do is break a tooth by attempting to catch a whoop in my mouth with the prop going full force into my teeth. So while it's a super creative challenge, at the end of the day, pass.
So you did part one of it.
My challenge. So I jumped straight into this challenge with the whoop I built specifically for these power loops. Unfortunately, as soon as I finish the challenge, my whoop decides to blow 2 resistors before I could do the celebration flip. If you slow the footage down, you'll see that I don't even actually hit anything, I just drop out of the sky. Unfortunately, I spent way too long trying to fix this flight controller. Again, I built it specifically for these power loops, and it was such a great drone. But after a couple of days, I ultimately gave up and went with one of my backup whoops. And this backup whoop was much heavier and slower. But fortunately, I still managed to complete the challenge, so I can't complain too much other than the time that I wasted attempting to fix this flight controller. Moving on to the trippy spins, I love these trippy ladders. They're so much fun. They were really difficult to learn at first, but once you do it the first time, they just become easier and easier to do over time. Keeping the triple gate stack in view for the entire time during the switch can be a little difficult at times, but with enough practice you eventually get it. They're a lot of fun to do, and I definitely encourage people to try to learn them if you can. So after I finished my trippy spins, I had a few packs left over and decided to give Aviations a try while I have the muscle memory. Doing it with the Jacob's Ladder is kind of fun, but unfortunately I need to practice my Jacob's Ladder a little more. And last but not least, the main event you've been waiting for this entire live stream. That's right, it's time for my beard style. I know. You can't hold your excitement back right now, and that is perfectly acceptable, because we offer everything jam-packed into this beard style. We got flips, rolls, orbits, trippy spins, yaw spins, and even a self-landing. Baby, we got it all, and you get to enjoy every second of it. And you don't even have to say anything. I already know. This is the best thing that you've seen all day long. You're welcome. Alright, so that wraps it up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my round 2 challenge. I had a lot of fun with it, and hopefully I make it to round 3. I guess future me will see here in a little bit when the live stream's done. But regardless of who makes it to round 3, this season has incredible pilots, and no matter who makes it to the final 4, it's going to be a hell of a show. So with that being said, Tyrant out.
Alright, so Tyrant, past the zone, past Moe's, past RCQY.
Cetus X.
Oh, 100. And only did part of Shaunie's D's. So, he's got 30 right now. And finally, Shaunie D. You heard Tyrant talk about his challenge being too much. It was complicated. So, it's like almost like a little commercial for Tiny Whoop or something. You had to do how many clips? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clips. And they all were like these little scenes. So there's like a garage thing. You saw people flying around the cars. And then there's a doorway one. Bathroom one. Saw that Shaunie D's clip of this power loop toilet seat is awesome. We'll see that in a second. The kitchen one, living room, and bedroom. So I won't spoil it by going through all of it. We'll just watch it here. So he's cut them all together into like a little story in the beginning.
All right, little buddy, we're home.
Power loop. And then the yaw spin under the car. People are getting that really good. That's a tough trick. Navy roll. Cinnamon roll. Super clean on that. And land on the tire. Boink. And this is the doorway flip. Do 2 door bits, and then a self Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee, which like bounce off yourself and back through your legs. Okay, so then you have to land in your shoes. In the bathroom, self takeoff. Watch this constant loop motion loop. Oh, so money. Then bounce off some toilet paper. Perch on the toilet, I think. And land in the sink. Cut to the kitchen, where you have to tap the microwave buttons and then land on a cup with steam coming out of it. And then this is the part that got Mo. Catch it in your mouth. And this one, I think you take off from a remote and then you do a downtown tap on the TV. There's a down facing tap, the front flip out. Natty flip. Power loop, power switch. For power flip. Yeah. And you had like bounce into a bowl. And then the last one was you take off from the phone and then you had to do like a flip, or land on a light, and then flip disarm onto the pillow. You had to be disarmed for at least 10 frames. I checked it, he was about 13. So that was a combo. Alright, so Shaunie D passed his own. Let's watch the rest of his tricks now. Actually, I want to watch the toilet one more time. That was incredible. This toilet loop. Oh, so good. So aggressive back in there. Alright. And the other challenges. Oh, this is RCKY's. Wait. He did get it just under 8. He does it twice, actually. This one's a little cleaner. Wait. Nice work. Here's an attempt at Tyrants. Takes him about like 16 seconds or something. Maybe even more, 18 seconds to get all 13. Yeah, a little too long. Good attempt though. And here's an attempt at Moe's. bump right there. Alright. I think this is just the raw video of his own challenge. Oh no, this is a different attempt. This one was clean. And that part was less clean. Spill the ball of water. I think he has too many kids for that. Just have ball of water out. Oh, overflip the pillow. Nice work, Shaunie D.
Oh my gosh, that.
If you haven't seen his previous one also, that's really cool. Check the previous round. So Shaunie D passed his own, he passed RCKY's, didn't quite get Mo's, only tried one part of Tyrant's. Alright, so Tyrant gets another 10 points because no one got his challenge. Mo gets 1 point because he had 2 of the 3 other people fail. RCKY gets an extra 3 because he had Mo fail. And Shaunie D had everyone fail. So he gets an extra 10. So I think even if Mo had turned in his video, he said he did his own, he would have got 16 and then 10 for RCKY's. Shaunie D still would have got him since no one got Shaunie D's and Tyrant got Mo's. So Mo wouldn't have made it anyway. Anyway, so congratulations, Tyrant, most points in this group. Moving on, and Shaunie D, second most. Just behind him, RCKY, and then Mo with 1 point. So, there are our final results. Our final 4, Akira, Tyrant, Aviation, and Shaunie D. All pilots from last season. Let's see. What places everyone was last year. I know Tyrant was 3rd, Akira was 2nd, and Shaunie D was 5th. And Aviation was 4th. So it's the top 4 from last year, and just no by 5. And look at that, Dan Karpy right there. Same top pilots. Let's see who's going to win it this year. And let's put out the standings here. So Mo had the least. So Mo gets 8th. And RCKY, Vance and Karpy. Seventh, 6th. RCKY gets 5th. All right, so here's our final 4. Who is it? Was it our top? No, Mo had slightly more points. Karpy and Mo had more points than Shaunie D on the regular season, but still, basically our top pilots. And this season, we're going to have a different little bit of finals here. Don't stress too much, finals pilots. You guys are going to have 2 weeks of final prep to get ready for the final 2 rounds. That'll each be a week. So, also that'll just work better because I'm going to be in Champs, or I'm going to be in New York next weekend at an event with Mo, and then in Florida the weekend after that. But still going to try to stream on Saturday the 28th and choose the whatchamacallit, the combos. So we're not just making up challenges this time. It's different. We've done the making up challenges and we kind of see how that works. This time it's going to be a little bit different. Each of the finalists are going to make up an obstacle. So like Akira and Dan Karpy used the like TGS with a gate next to it. That could be your obstacle. You can make up anything you want. Shankenwoop had a cool obstacle, right? A cube with like a little dive gate attached to it. If you really just want to do something basic like a TGS or an elevated cube, you could do that. Vance had the 2 elevated cubes spaced 1 cube apart. That was a cool one. And so there's going to be 4 obstacles, 1 from each of the finalists, and Callisto's going to make up 1, and me / Bri5 is making up another one. So then we'll have those 6 obstacles, and let's see. We'll do it on like Monday or Tuesday, depending on when I can get obstacles from everyone. And we're going to draw 2 of the 6 obstacles for the first round of the finals. And then the pilots are going to have these 2 weeks of prep to make up little combos, anywhere from like 1 to 5 tricks about. Kind of like in week number 15, events 4 and 5, where we had the TGS and the cube, and Callisto made up all those little combos that were worth a certain amount of points. You guys are going to make similar things, similar little combos. I'm going to write this all out more and send it to you in email. But the basic idea is you'll have a bunch of different little combos for all the different obstacles. Then we're going to randomly draw the obstacle, which you'll know during the prep period. So you can concentrate on making your combos for those ones. But you could also pre-plan ahead for round 4, I'm giving you 2 weeks. So you want to make combos for all the obstacles. And then we're going to randomly draw the combos. So it'll make like one kind of big combo, and then you're going to have to try to do it as cleanly as possible. So you get points for how much you complete, and you're going to get little minus points for like not constant loop motion. Bumps or crashes will also be more minus points. There'll be a whole scoring system. And you're going to try to score as many points as possible on the 2 obstacles that there are. And then 2 pilots will get knocked out in round 3. And then round 4, we'll do the same thing again, drawing 2 of the final 4 obstacles and another set of tricks. So it sounds a little convoluted. The idea is it's something that you would actually, it would be like a game you play actually live. Everything would be less complicated because you'd only have like 1 or 2 attempts live. So there wouldn't be as complicated obstacles or combos, but be like a little deck of cards or something with the combos, and you like draw them out and then do them right there. So that's kind of the idea I'm setting up, because eventually I want to have the actual live finals. So I want the format to be something that is kind of like could be played live. I think if we actually are playing it live, then we'd just do like a straight for the final head-to-head, just like a little tiny game of Whoop. But anyway, yeah, I think it'll be fun. It'll be not so pass-fail like almost everything else is. The idea is that the combo is going to have enough tricks and be hard enough that it'll be almost impossible to do perfectly. So it'll be about who can do it the cleanest rather than like which people actually pass it. So yeah, I'll stream. We'll do a stream tomorrow, and I'll kind of explain it more. And hopefully, we'll get the finalists all to submit their obstacle, because that shouldn't take too much thinking. You just make up an obstacle. What's going to take some time is making up all the little combos. Anyway, yeah, then once we have the 2 weeks of prep, then the round of 4 will be from the 28th to the 4th, and then the final 2 will be from the 4th to 11th, and then we'll have an IGOW champion. Yeah, if there's any questions, let me know. But Tyrant, Aviation, Shaunie D, and Akira, you guys need to think up a obstacle. So, yeah. And it can't be too crazy. It should fit in like kind of like a race gal space, like 5x8, and it shouldn't use like too much more than like a race scout type set, like 20 pieces of PVC or so. You don't want to make it too convoluted. 2011 WRX is my obstacle. No, obstacle meaning like set of gates. All right. Do we have any other questions or anything? Make sure you guys understand, so you have these 2 weeks to make up some good combos. I want you guys to have plenty of time to like think about it and make sure you're not just rushed into making something up, since it is the final 4 here, and it also just worked out well because I think I saw Infinity Loops is starting their like Whoop University thing in 2 weeks, so that'll be like right when the finals start. And yeah, I think Tyrant's planning something too. So anyway, yeah, thanks for hanging out and watching, everyone. Congratulations to our top 4 pilots making it to the finals. Great job by all the other pilots, Bance, RCQI, Dan, Karpy, and Mo, who all got knocked out. Your great runs. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. We'll see you guys. I'll try to do the stream tomorrow around like 6, 5 or 6, and yeah, hopefully we'll be able to draw the 2. If all 4 of you guys can submit your obstacle to me, then we can hopefully draw them tomorrow, and then you'll have the 2 about a little less than 2 weeks to make up your combos. All right, thanks for participating, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow. Later.